wine comes in all shapes and sizes: red, white, sparkling, natural, non-alcoholic. And this morning we're getting to sample a little bit of everything thanks to Little Thing Wine in North Beacon Hill. Their owner, Dylan Joffe, joins me now. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. So first of all, I've never been to Little Thing, so tell everyone about this special place.
Yeah, so it is really what the name describes, tiny little wine shop and bar, or what I say, a wine shop you can drink at. It focuses on a small curated selection, women-owned, small and curated, really neighborhood vibe, and it's available for bottles to go or to drink something there with your friends.
Amazing. When are you guys open too?
We are open every day but Monday from 3 to 9 p.m.
Gosh, amazing. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to have to see you there. But first, you brought some delicious beverages to taste test. We're starting strong with sparkling first. Tell me about our first guy.
Yes, of course. Maybe a cliche to start with sparkling, but cliches are there for a
cheers.
Reason. So this is Cava. Cava used to be this kind of sea of forgettable plonk forever. And in recent years, they've been bringing in really high quality grower, which means that the people who grow the grapes make the wine. And vintage, which means all the grapes come from the same vintage, the same year. And so I always say this, she drinks expensive. She is high quality.
Does.
Yeah.
What kind of notes? This is so yummy.
Yeah, I think these are kind of textbook Cava notes. You'll get citrus, orchard fruit, which is like apple and pear, maybe a little bit of stone fruit, and then those bready notes, those brioche notes that you usually get in champagne as well.
I know, I'm thinking like give me some brie cheese and like some bread or something with
Totally.
that. Am I on the right track?
100%. I think sparkling can be drank with almost anything, even a big meal, but I feel like aperitivo, oysters to cheese to anything you want to eat with your fingers.
Oh,
yeah.
Done and done. Well, that was absolutely delicious. She was expensive.
Yes, absolutely.
Next
but not actually
up,
expensive.
But actually not, which we like. Second, is this a white?
Yeah, this is a white wine from Germany, from the Pfalz. And it's Riesling. And I wanted to bring this because I think people have big opinions about Riesling.
I do. I usually am not a fan of Riesling. Okay.
And is that because it usually is sweet?
It's too sweet for me, but I'll dive into this.
So this is a dry Riesling. And so when you're looking at the label, if you see the word trocken, that means dry. So not sweet.
Not at all.
Bright, vibrant. It's like the perfect wine for this time of year. Think about all the food, all the green, like floral notes this time of year. This is like that kind of pretty greenery, perfumed, peachy, almost stone fruit, summer fruit.
Yeah. It's not bitter and because you think, oh, if it's not sweet, like what are we? No, it's really light and bright and fresh. And like you said, sitting outside like anywhere for a picnic.
Oh yeah, and this is a liter bottle, so it's extra large. It comes with a whole other glass in it, so
you can share with friends.
100%.
Okay, rosé is next. I know about this one. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm super thrilled to bring this. It's our own private label rosé.
Oh,
so
congrats.
This is the Little Thing rosé, made for us by a dear friend Andrew Latta, who's a winemaker here in Washington. It's all from Yakima Valley and done kind of very French in style. So you're going to see Grenache and Mourvedre as the grapes. So you'll get a lot of pink fruit and then a lot of kind of like grassy herbal notes as well, with tons of acidity and brightness.
Again, I like that this isn't overly sweet. Some rosés are just like, ooh, no, this is fantastic.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the label was made for us by a local student here in Seattle. And so everything is just really, it's kind of like, to me, this represents what Little Thing is all about, which is like community and bringing in a local winemaker, involving local artists, and then being able to sell it directly from our shop.
Gosh, okay, this is the one to beat for me right now. I really like that one, but I am a red girly, so what red wine do we have here to try?
Okay,
here
great.
You are, my dear.
So, thank you very much.
Yes.
This is from Miles Garrett, who is a winemaker in Humboldt County, California. Humboldt County is, I think, arguably more famous for cheese and marijuana than it is for wine.
Who knew?
And so it's this tiny little AVA. He's the only person who farms vineyards there, actually. So he owns his vineyard, and then he farms all the other vineyards that exist in this tiny little region. And this is Merlot.
Merlot. Okay,
another
let's
grape
dive
that
in.
I thought would be fun to bring because a lot of people have opinions on Merlot. This might be different than what you're expecting.
What kind of like notes would you is this like plum kind of? Am I getting that right? Sometimes I taste things and I'm like, are my taste buds
No,
okay?
I think that's a great tasting note. Yeah.
Okay.
It is plummy, it's brambly. It has all these like really jammy fruit notes, but it's still super bright and vibrant. It doesn't have a lot of tannin to it. So this is a summertime red in that way.
Yeah.
And then really fun, this winemaker is actually going to be at Little Thing tomorrow for an
No
event.
way.
Yeah, we're hosting Miles Garrett all the way from California and doing a tasting from 5 to 8 open to the public.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah.
Again, with like food with this too.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is grilling season, right?
That's what I was gonna say.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Get those charred notes and then have this kind of fruit and acid to play off that.
Delicious. Okay, we are ending with non-alcoholic,
Yeah.
right? Which is, NAs are so big right now, but people
Yeah.
have feelings, that they're not always the best.
Yep.
So tell me about this one.
Absolutely. We hear it all the time. They're so big right now. People really want to
Yes.
drink non-alcoholic, even switching between alcoholic and non-alcoholic while they're at the shop or at the bar drinking.
Right.
And so I thought it'd be fun to end with bubbles like we started. This, to me, is one of the ones that we always have at the shop because the quality is really high. We'll have to see what you think about it when you try it.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna taste then.
It tastes
Woody's,
like real
it's
wine.
called Woody's.
Woody's. So all Chardonnay, organic, from California, and it gets de-alkalized.
I can't taste the difference.
Would you ever know?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
gonna dive back in. This is really good. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It just tastes like a regular Chardonnay.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's because it is, right? So it really is Chardonnay. It just is a process, and I'm not a scientist, but of removing the alcohol.
Me neither.
Yeah. And there's a couple different ways they do it, but truly de-alcoholized. So they're able to remove the alcohol compounds from the wine itself. And so you can share this with your sober friend, with your pregnant friend, with even like an 18-year-old at their graduation because it's 100% non-alcoholic.
Wow. Dylan,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Of
being
course.
here today
Yeah.
and walking me through all these amazing things, and you'll be seeing me.
Yeah, good.
New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.